live so that when your children think of fairness, caring, and integrity, they think of you. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? A little bit of green? All right. Nothing too big. What's going to be happening to the cryptocurrency markets? Well, I mean, we're starting to see people pull out a different chart than what we've standardly seen. It seems like they can pull out a chart no matter what we're doing in the cryptocurrency market. Now they got this rainbow band, right? And it kind of spreads across what we've already done in the cryptocurrency Bitcoin market, and then gives us a prediction, and it shows us that we're down in these lower blue regions, and it shows that during the peaks we've been in the upper red region. So it shows us that we could be seeing these all-time high numbers, and if past performance predicts future performance, we could be seeing the bottom of the market coming in here in the beginning part of 2019, and that we would be rallying somewhere around May of 2019 because it's 1 year before the halving, and that's standardly what we see. So, I mean, that'd be great news, right? But once again, you can't always take this as a given, right? It's a prediction, it's an estimate. We see these things a lot in the cryptocurrency market. Don't go remortgage the house or anything trying to buy Bitcoin right now, thinking that the bottom's going to be coming in February or March. Cryptocurrency is one of those things that you have to have the long time perspective on, but you also have to do a little bit every single day to get it, right? I mean, because that's how it works out the best. When you use those faucets, when you get out there and you do a little something on the internet to collect some Bitcoin, right? I mean, there's tasks that pay for it. I make YouTube videos, there's a lot of different things out there to earn Bitcoin. And then, of course, dollar cost averaging a little bit here and there is a great way to be able to accumulate Bitcoin and not stress over the price so much. I mean, what's $5 out of your paycheck? I know a lot of people spend like $6 or $7 a day on a pack of cigarettes. Just think of what that would be in Bitcoin in 5 years from now. So what else do we got going on today? We have our wonderful assistant, Samantha, over there in the chat.
Good morning, everyone.
Today, Samantha?
I am great.
You're great.
We have today off.
Well, of course we have the day off. That's why we're on air.
I mean, hopefully it'll be a good day. Right now it looks kind of cloudy and crappy, but hopefully it'll be a nice day. It was a nice day yesterday, so it'll suck if it wasn't a nice day today.
Working on the nice days and hanging out at home on the days off on the bad days, right?
Force you to stay at home.
So, I guess, Samantha, would you mind pulling up one of those wonderful screen shares so that we can look at Coin Paprika and see what we got going on with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Maybe, I don't know, help us figure out what's going on, see if any of these bottoms are in, see if we should start picking up a few altcoins to make that quick Skrilla for our pockets.
All right. I think all of our turkeys want to be like, movie stars.
They're trying to go viral. That's what they're doing.
They just want to be right here.
All right. So what do we got going on here? We got Bitcoin coming in at $3,843. That's up 1.87% in the last 24 hours. Not too much of a gain, but almost a full percent there. About 0.75% on the last 7 days. So, hey, at least we're heading towards the green, or at least making some sideways movement and not dropping down to, what were those bottoms people were calling for? 1,500?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Not saying that we can't go there. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just glad we're not there right now, right? We got Ethereum coming in at $150. Cha-ching, right? People were concerned here about the XRP and the Ethereum. Now we got Ethereum back on top. $150. That's a 9.8% gain, 15% on the 7-day. I mean, you think this has anything to do with the possible Constantinople that we'll be looking at here? Or is it just that finally maybe these people are pooling together and deciding that this Ethereum price needs to come up a bit? We got XRP coming in at 36.7 cents. That's a 2.6% gain, but that's still down 2.29% in the 7-day. We got Bitcoin Cash at $165. That's down 0.8%, so not too much right now at the moment, but that's still down 4.89% on the 7-day. We got EOS, $2.72. That's up almost a full 2% there, and it's up 5.67 on the 7-day. Not too bad of some gains there. We got Stellars coming in 11.5 cents. That's a 0.6% gain. And that's still down 3.8% on the 7-day. We got Litecoin, $32. Oh, did you see Bitcoin Ben's thing last night, Samantha, where he was talking about his Guinness Book of World Records crypto meetup in Texas, April 6th? I think I put a link to it over on my Twitter. We'll have to see if we can't get out to that. It's a little too far away. I still want to keep focusing on the Forbidden Kingdom Festival, which we'll talk about in a moment. But maybe after that, we'll see about doing what we can do to get out to Texas and partake in this, our first cryptocurrency event, right?
Right, like an actual one? Yes.
All right, let's see.
Well, I mean, you definitely we wouldn't have to like hand out flyers. Everybody there would know, like, you know. Like...
All right, so we got Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision. That's down almost a full percent and down only 1.4% on the 7-day. So hey, at least it's making some sideways action pretty much at the moment. That's not too bad considering, even though I wouldn't follow Craig Wright.
Mm-hmm.
And let's hop on down here to the fees. See what we got going on with Steam. And there we go, 28 cents. Up 2.95%, not too bad there. And we're up 0.75% on the 7-day. Slow, steady gains, right? So as always, please come on over to Steam, give my post an upvote. It's a great way to be able to help out the channel without taking anything out of your pocket. We know that, you know, when the bull markets happen, when Bitcoin goes up, all these altcoins go with it because high tides raise all ships. And I mean, we'll be able to cash those out, buy some new equipment, and be able to maybe make some better productions for you guys. All right, let's pop on over here to the tally fund. As you can see, we're how many days away? 28 days. Ooh, it's getting closer, Samantha.
It is.
We're trying to go ahead and we're trying to raise some money so that we can pass out flyers to the Forbidden Kingdom Festival. We're all about spreading Bitcoin awareness. Was it yesterday after work we caught Andreas's Antonopoulos' new video, and he was talking about decentralized systems disrupting.
Yes, and like micro and micro payments, and I mean.
And then he was talking briefly about how before the Industrial Revolution, people would say that they would meet in the square at midday,
yes, you know,
and
yes.
that time was measured in hours, and not until, you know, the Industrial Revolution and everybody getting watches did we start measuring time in minutes. And now, possibly with micropayments, we can't even fathom the possibilities of what could happen in the future with micropayments being simultaneously broadcasted, like his example of working and being paid by the second as you're at work, or the concept of your phone being charged by the house that you're walking by,
yeah,
as your phone streams Satoshis to it, and its solar panels are, you know, wirelessly broadcasting power.
It's like the chargy pads, but like a whole house. Like, I don't even know. It's crazy. Yes. Like when you, every time you listen to that man, it is like mind blowing. But yes, it was very, and I mean, it, even when he was breaking it down, saying that like you could pay for just the duration of like an Uber ride of insurance.
Yes.
And I mean, it is, people really do work like that now. I mean, like when you have like when you stay at like the oh my god, not bed and breakfast, but like the little, you know what, the houses you rent and the stuff you rent. I mean,
Airbnb.
There we go, that thing. You could pay insurance just for like one night, one day, one whatever. So in case it gets broken into and all your crap gets stolen or any, you know, there are so many people do really live like moment to moment now. Like it's pretty much all the present. So really, I mean, being able to pay for everything and do everything that fast and on that kind of a level.
I mean, it's unfathomable what's going to happen in the future and how, if we can make payments in these fashion.
And get paid in that. I mean, yes, like literally, like clock in or whatever, clock out is not even like real anymore.
Okay, but back to the point here, what we're trying to do is that we found that at these electric musical festivals, people are very receptive as they're walking from stage to stage and taking downtimes and resting on the grass, that it's very easy to be able to put a flyer in their hand, and we embed QR codes that gives them the tools that are needed in order to be able to get started with Bitcoin. Andreas Antonopoulos is definitely one of the main tools that we point them to. We also give them the Samurai wallet. We also are going to be changing where we help point them to get Bitcoin, we're thinking WhatsApp this time instead of Coinbase because of their controversy. And where else did we point them? There was a fourth. Oh, we send them to Wikipedia so they can receive a non-biased opinion of what Bitcoin is. I mean, it does seem like Bitcoin has grown since we've gotten into it. And Bitcoin's out of the box. You know, there's no stopping it at this point. Bitcoin is going to continue to grow. So now it's more of a factor of being able to get the right information to the right people so that we can see adoption in a good light instead of the hindering of Bitcoin. Possibly like what we're seeing now in India, where the government isn't coming out with regulation and they're staggering the growth of it. So a couple dollars. Help dollar cost average this. I mean, we've already started putting our own funds into it. So it's going to happen one way or the other, but anything you guys can do to help or spread Bitcoin awareness, I think of it as a carbon offset. It'd be absolutely amazing, and we'd appreciate it very much. But we know it's hard with these bear markets. Let's go ahead and stop sharing the screen because I hate begging for money. And let's show you guys my backyard. And let's pop out the chat. Good morning, you guys. Thanks for joining me on this Monday. I'm feeling really chipper today, right? It's a great day. It's new beginnings. It's 2019. I mean, endless possibilities, right? The new year's here. A lot of doors have opened. You never know what the crypto market's going to do. You never know what's going to happen with Bitcoin and coffee. I'm ready to embrace all of it. How about you guys? So what's going on, Samantha? Do we got some people in the chat, or am I? I do.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm not the crazy person today.
We have Andy Anderson. He says hello.
Andy, my man, thanks for coming out here. I do appreciate it.
Bitcoin Ben is in the chat. He says good morning,
Bitcoin
everyone.
Ben, my man, we were just talking about you. We were just talking about how we're going to have to get off there to that Texas event. I can't wait to see you there personally and shake your hand, my man. You know, you do mean a lot to me and my wife. We like watching your shows. It was nice to see somebody else as passionate as we are about cryptocurrencies. You know, I've seen some trolls giving you a hard time about the tears, but, you know, there's been a few times that I've teared up here on air as well. So we love you, man.
Yes, we do. We love you, Ben. And he said that he'd love to have us there. Yay.
Awesome.
We have Robert for Crypto saying good morning. We have
Good morning.
Crypto Shrugged author.
The tallest man in crypto.
And Omar is here saying Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Omar. Let's get it kicked off on the right foot.
Oh, Crypto Shrugged author is asking what's the date for the meetup again. It's April 6th.
April 6th?
Yeah. Texas.
I mean, a simple $20 to get in. We can all go play cops and robbers, or not cops and robbers, Indians and cowboys. It'll be great.
That looks crazy. Like, I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, there's a link to it over on my Twitter. I mean, the first thing, as soon as I heard about it, I went and shared it out. I mean, it'll be great. I mean, maybe we'll go on our first vacation. Trying to convince Sam to go on a plane.
Yeah, that's like the motorcycle, except even worse. It's real hard to not think that all airplanes are death traps. I know they're not, but yes.
That crash in New York into the river did it to you, didn't it? All right. So what are we looking at today? We got news all over the place. I actually got a full list, which is a little different. We didn't have to go scouring and read so much about the price. Maybe people kind of giving up on it a little bit, you know. So, I mean, as we are looking at some positive light here, I would like to actually talk about this one briefly. We're seeing green on the back of the news that the backed has been moved. I think that's nice because, you know, this is one of those ones that people were kind of saying was going to contribute to the market, and seeing that we're looking at a delay without a future deadline, saying that this is going to be pretty much based on regulation, you know, for when this happens. Awesome, right? I mean, you could expect as much as like a 10% dip today if this was back in the day and we were looking at how, like, you know, you'd see China this and China that, and all of a sudden the market come crashing down. So
yes.
Kudos to the cryptocurrency market. Kudos to the hodlers. Definitely leads me to believe that maybe we are really coming into the bottom of this bear market. If this kind of big news isn't even pushing the market down and we're still moving in an upward direction within 24 to 48 hours of the news.
Yeah, I mean, it made me feel like, oh, thank God people are at least, you know, I mean, it was sad that every time there was anything, you would just watch the price plummet. And it was like, are you serious? Like, there was like one like Telegram thing, one Twitter, and bam.
All right. So we got, like I said, we got a bunch of news here. Which one do you want to do next, Sam? You want to do the NVIDIA? That one's easy.
Sure.
No big deal. NVIDIA class action lawsuit.
Well, I mean, it is a big deal.
Well, yeah, it's a big deal to them, not necessarily a big deal to us. Graphics cards, right? This is what this all boils back down to. You know, we've seen the big price ramp up. Graphics cards were kind of hard to come by. The price shot up on graphics cards. The companies got in on it thinking they're going to make money. They didn't realize that this was, I don't want to say bubble, but temporary spike in interest, right? And they went out there and made some possible false promises that were misleading, talking about how they could make miners that weren't so GPC or GPU dependent, blah, 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 blah. Stocks are down. People are looking at places to point fingers.
So they just really, really fluffed themselves up.
Yeah, I mean, they made themselves sound really good, and now that stocks are down, people are, well, not people, but I didn't even write that.
Probably investors, yes,
yeah,
not happy.
Some investor, they're going to bring up a class action lawsuit.
Right.
I mean, what's really going to come out of this? Maybe they'll have to give up some money. Nothing really. I mean, right now the problem is that, you know, in order for NVIDIA and these other graphic card creators to be able to, you know, recap their losses, super cheap, right?
Yeah.
So with it being super cheap and the stocks being down, which most stocks are down,
I mean, yeah.
Hey, don't chew on the wire.
What the?
That's the internet. Turkeys, man.
You gotta love it. And they are super creepy right now.
So, I mean, what do we got going on? Anything in the chat? Of course, as always, Samantha is here for you guys. So if you guys got anything you want to talk about, anything you want to ask, go ahead, please pop it into the chat. It gives... Don't put Samantha out of work, please.
I know, right? Don't you all want to hear my voice? Come on now. All right. So Bitcoin Ben says your tickets are covered. Woohoo. $20. Yeah.
All right.
And that they'd love to put you on the event website. That would be crazy cool.
Yeah, hit me up on Twitter, man, or hit me up at the email or whatever. I mean, we can always talk about whatever. And you know I'm game for anything. Me and Samantha were talking about how we were going to pull it all together to be able to come. I would love to come. I would love to partake
I might have family
anything
in
you have to offer. So,
like, I'm not 100%. I think I might have an uncle or a second uncle or something. I might have somebody, but I mean, I have to call my grandma and be like... So, yeah, and Texas is really big, so who knows? I mean, it could be my one family member could be real far away from this event, but you never know. Bitcoin Ben says that all the profits of the meetup go to charity.
Yes, I did read that. And
yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
And he says, to change the world, we must get out into it.
Yep. I mean, we can all only do so much, you know, and that's kind of why... You know, I have to go to work. Samantha has to go to work, but at least we're trying. You know, we're out here. We're making our channel. We're trying to get off to these music festivals. You know, we're not rich people, so we can't fund it all out of our pocket. That's why we got the tally fund going on. And, you know, if it doesn't happen, we put the money in to make it happen. Of course, this is only the second time we're going to get out and do it, but we would like to make it a continuous event. We would like to continue to grow this. And it's one step at a time, right? First, we opened up the free help desk. Then we made the YouTube channel. Now we've gotten the YouTube channel better. We've learned new skills like the graphic editing and video editing. And now here we are being able to put feet on the ground and pass out flyers to people. And now Bitcoin Ben is offering us the opportunity to come to our first Bitcoin event.
That's crazy scary, but that's awesome.
I know. Who knows what the future is going to hold? I'm open to all possibilities. I just want to get out here and see what kind of a difference I can make in the community of cryptocurrencies, because I do believe in it. I do believe that there is a future in cryptocurrencies, and I just want to make sure that the future is going in the right direction of decentralization and all of us being equal, and not some sort of even more centralized system that could occur if the government made a cryptocurrency and forced all of us to use it and everything. They could just freeze our account with the press of a button. They could monitor everything we did. We need Bitcoin to become the digital currency of the future and not something that they create.
I'm just tired of everybody walking around blind and stupid and not even knowing it. Because, I mean, it was just like us. You know, we did what we were supposed to do. We always did what we were supposed to do, and we never got anywhere with it. And it was like, what are we doing wrong? We're not doing anything wrong. And I really feel that if you give everybody the option and the choice, like everybody in the world deserves the choice. And at this point in time, people don't even realize that there is a choice. They don't realize that. And that is all I'm hoping to give to everybody. It's just the knowledge.
It is a situation of your integrity is being used against you. And I keep coming back to this one recently because it does seem like it's a semi-epiphany. You know, if you have integrity, you're going to act a certain way. And you're not going to go ahead and take advantage of all of these situations that are here in modern day society through, you know, manipulation of the government and taxes and all of these other things. And then what ends up happening is you get the short end of the stick. You're working hard to pay for everybody else so that they can have what?
More.
A meaningless existence, though, is how I see it, because I find true value in the family and in things of importance and what's bigger than me, and not just the material possessions and the fast food and, you know, the nice cars and the Lambos.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Money never really did mean anything to me, but it was always something you had to have, and you know, and you still have to have it. But I'm really thinking here. I didn't want to push her because I was afraid she was going to make that noise. Yeah, I mean, I just hope that very soon, you know, in my lifetime, that we have a lot of more options of not having to use it.
All right. So let's move forward. We're looking at more news as we continue to talk about adoption and how the cryptocurrency sphere is growing and being integrated into the world. Fortnite. I mean, I'm not a gamer,
everyone and their mother,
but everyone knows what Fortnite is. I mean, I know my son even plays Fortnite.
He doesn't even like it, and he plays it.
Yeah, because everybody else plays it. It is one of those things that everyone and their mother does it.
Yep.
So the store for merchandise is now accepting cryptocurrency, but they're only accepting Monero. So,
well, kudos to Monero. I mean,
yeah, I mean, that's a big plus for Monero. The fact that they have millions of users.
Millions of millions. Yes. I don't even know.
Across the entire world. So the fact that cryptocurrency is an option to them, something else that puts cryptocurrency, you know, buzzing in their ear is a big plus. You know, it'll hopefully lead them down to the path of enlightenment of cryptocurrency. The fact that it's Monero, I mean, I'm okay with Monero. Monero is very privacy focused. It is still down there on the list. It is still undervalued personally, as far as I'm concerned. I just don't think that with Monero being the payment option, there's a lot of people that are going to be able to utilize this.
Yeah, because you can't really, I mean, I think you can on a few, but I mean, it's still going to be like buy it one, like Bitcoin or something, and then change it into, like,
I'm going to go buy Bitcoin to switch into Monero to then switch it. So it's like, something that you already have to have.
Yes. I mean, I think there is like 1 or 2 exchanges that you can go like straight fiat to, but I don't even know because we don't use them. So it's not like that's, you know.
So, I mean, it's a step in the right direction. I mean, them going ahead and getting a Lightning address for Bitcoin, I mean, then I'd really be stoked. I'd be doing a whole show on it probably. I'd be out here trying to show you guys how to make a payment on it, talking about it. I'd be like, Eugene, you got to get out here. That kind of thing. But as is, I do appreciate them accepting any form of cryptocurrency, and hopefully this leads them down the path of accepting more cryptocurrency as this gains traction.
Oh, Bitcoin Ben just sent us a super chat for $4.99. Yay!
Thanks, buddy.
He says he loves the show. Sent you a Twitter message. We'll see you in Texas.
Awesome. I can't wait.
What?
I'm stoked now. See, I told you, Samantha, we got to keep getting out here and doing this forever because you never know. You never know what happens. You have to present yourself to the world for opportunity to come to you.
It's crazy.
You can't just sit indoors and hope for the best and keep watching TV. You know, that's never going to get you anywhere.
I'm the one that failed speech in college because I did not want to get up behind that stupid podium in like 15 people. That has changed quite a lot. Whew.
Okay, so we got we got 3 left. You want to get into the hit BTC freezing accounts, possibly?
Sure.
Okay, so it's a Reddit thing. It's unproven.
Yes, this is our fuddiest one.
I don't want to spread FUD, but we all know Proof of Keys is coming up on the 3rd.
Tomorrow.
Right? Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
We know that everybody is supposed to be trying to get a lot of their cryptocurrency off of whatever it is, an exchange, a gambling site, a faucet, anything where the third party holds your private keys. You need to put it in a wallet, either a hot wallet on your cell phone or a hardware wallet.
Something where you have the keys.
supposedly they're starting to have problems that hit BTC. We have 2 different individuals that were talking about how they've gone through KYC, they've taken out withdrawals already, they've been trying to talk to not tech support, what they call it. I don't know, when you got a problem.
Pretty much tech support or whatever, but yeah, it's like customer
service support, and it's gone cold. They're not getting answers anymore. They're wondering where their withdrawals are, and it's starting to be wondering if maybe they're starting to freeze accounts and withdrawals on lieu of proof of keys.
Yeah, because the first dude who started the complaint, it was December 31st that he couldn't move his funds. Right. So, I mean, we're talking just right up until the new year, people were able to move their stuff, and now multiple people are saying, funny, can't seem to do anything and can't seem to get a hold of anyone.
So this is a time's going to tell situation, because it's going to end up being on the backside of this. But at the same time, maybe if enough people don't participate in the situation, nobody will really notice. It'll just be a couple hundred people tried to withdraw. They'll come up with some excuse about technical
throw
services
up a maintenance thing,
and error codes and blah blah blah, trying to justify why they weren't able to send funds at that time, but post proof of keys they'll be able to send the funds.
Yeah.
So I'd hate to see that happen. I'd actually like to see something come out of it. I've heard quite a bit of buzz about the proof of keys situations, but mostly from YouTubers. Like, I haven't heard a lot of people saying that they're actually taking their funds out. A lot of people have said, oh, I don't need to participate or really do anything because their funds are already I haven't heard too much from the people that actually keep their cryptocurrencies in the exchanges saying that they're going to do something about it. Not that I'm, the ear of the internet that knows everything, but usually I hear a little gossip here and there,
Yeah, and there hasn't, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be big or not. Because,
that is the situation, that if you do own your private keys, you're just waiting around to see what happens, and maybe nothing will happen. Maybe a couple exchanges will get a closer look at because they're not capable of providing the Bitcoin that they're supposed to, or cryptocurrencies. And maybe a few of the smaller exchanges might just, exit scam on us.
I would really hope that it's not like every single one freezes for like 48 hours because, they crypto kittied out, but I don't know. Yeah.
All right. So what else are we looking at here? We got the Samurai wallet, right? We love the Samurai wallet. That's exactly what we put an embedded QR code to in the flyers that we pass out to. The Samurai wallet is definitely Bitcoin centric. They're going ahead and adding a new feature to it. I see you keep looking at those turkeys, Samantha.
The 2 boys are acting weird, but yes, okay. They are adding a new feature, Ricochet.
Right? And it's great. There's this problem where Bitcoins can become blacklisted. Either for whatever reason, somebody deems that
they became a dirty Bitcoin.
Bitcoins, that somehow they were used in something that was questionable. So they make it their way onto a blacklist. Places like Coinbase and Gemini and Shapeshift and stuff can deny taking these Bitcoins or whatever, or freeze them or whatever. So how do you get around this? Well, with Ricochet, you can go ahead and you can pay a little extra in the mining fees, and they'll add hops. And once again, this is a situation to make it harder for them to do blockchain analysis or to put more space between you and the blacklisted event. So it's a flick of a switch, in the wallet. Hops. It's 5 hops.
5 hops, and they say that normal places that do the blacklisting only go back 4 hops, but like 5 hops, they hop you out somewhere and make up for 10 whatevers so that, it just makes it harder. It makes it harder for them to
cost more money for them.
If a person was, but this is a program that is just running.
That's not cost effective.
Yes.
So, this is great, right? If we, between this and we've seen CoinJoin with the Wasabi wallet, the more of these wallets that start introducing privacy features on the base layers of the wallet, the better it's going to be.
You're not having to do anything extra. Like,
right.
literally.
It's part of the integrated system that when you send your Bitcoin, it does whatever the new
5 more
technology
things,
is.
yes.
If it's part of this, if it's dandelion, if it's...
Nah, I still like the dandelion the most. But yes, okay. Yes. Yes, like, I mean, the simpler it is, the more people will do it, use it. I mean, this is now just one more click of something in there, and you have at least more protection than you did without clicking the ricochet.
It's just another one of these factors that Bitcoin is expanding at 360 degrees at all times. You know, people thought that Bitcoin was anonymous with the pseudo-anonymity. Then it became very apparent that it wasn't. That because of KYC, we were able to start pinging people's addresses to their names, to their wallets. Now we're reintroducing fungibility into these cryptocurrencies or into Bitcoin through the wallets. I mean, that's why Bitcoin is amazing. We don't know what it's going to be. It can be everything. All we have to do is figure out how.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I love listening to Andreas so much, because I mean, that man thinks so far outside the freaking box that it is amazing. Like you just like it. He says it like he knows, like that it is not even a maybe, that this is a definite
he's just
thing.
A time traveler coming back to let us know.
Yep, and that, I know for sure it's going to be this crazy crap, but we don't even know past this crazy crap what the rest of it's going to be. And it's like, oh my God. I mean, I really do want to and think that it will be like super amazing. I just hope it's all in our lifetime. So like, maybe I'll be 80 or something, but that I'll be able to like, collect it on my smartwatchy thingy from, walking laps in the mall as having like, being able to see the scrolling advertisement that the mall shops are doing.
I mean, but if you're gonna think like that, I mean, would you really feel like you wasted your life being 75 years old and looking back and maybe getting a little newspaper spot or digital newspaper at that point where you're like, yeah, I spent the last 40 years of my life fighting for Bitcoin and trying to spread awareness and this and that. And at that point, Bitcoin is part of everything. It's the underlying financial system.
I know that would be, yes. That is what like the freedom fighting and that's what history books are made of. Or normal people that once they did the things they did.
Well, it'd be nice.
It was not the same.
It'd be nice to earn my place in the history books.
We're all going to be in the history books.
You guys are there too, right?
Oh yeah.
Early adopters. There's not a lot of us. All right. So we got one more story to cover, unless there's something amazing in the chat that you want to talk about.
Well, we have James Benhart saying, is your turkey screaming to buy cryptos? Our turkeys love our show.
They do. They're bouncing around out here like crazy. I know. We need a camera that like dangles down. I'll be like pointing up, hey guys, so you can see the turkeys running around.
Right? Ooh, like yes, like an opposite version of the Crypto Dailies, how he shows the inside of his studio. You'd like have a hangy drum
ceiling
camera. Yeah. Vanessa says Happy New Year and thanks for the info. Keep it up.
Happy New Year. Of course, we're going to be here till the day we stop breathing, apparently.
James said, with the cryptos going up, his life will be spared for a store-bought turkey. Oh, yes. Our turkeys are they're living a long life. Whatever turkey,
I think it's the horrible trick on how we have to keep getting more. We had the one turkey, and then we got 2 more hoping to have females for them, but instead we get a female and a male. So now we got 2 males and a female.
Yep, now we need more girls.
Now we need more females, but unfortunately we're going to get a 50-50 mixture, which will make us have to get more girls for the new boys.
Yeah, that's why most of the turkeys that you buy in the store are young males. Like that is how, just like most chickens that you eat are young males. They keep girls for eggs, people.
Okay, so the last little bit of cryptocurrency news is not really the most amazing, right? But at the same time, is it? We're looking at Dark Overlords hacking group out there.
I love that name.
We are the Dark Overlord hacking group. They were the ones that released the Orange is the New Black.
Yes, like the whole season or episodes or whatever. Yes. They like to squash people's joy. We heard quite a bit about that one on the news when that one happened. So
apparently they've hacked a bunch of insurance groups and banks and stuff like that, and they've come up with about 18,000 documents that are supposed to provide answers to possibly some conspiracy theories on 9/11. So I know that there's a lot of people out there that would really like to get their hands on this kind of information. They're talking about...
I mean, a lot of people's lives were ruined. And yes, to be starting to think like JFK kind of stuff, that makes people go crazy. Yes, I could see lots of families and stuff really wanting to just be able to look at it, to be able to see like, okay, is this actually anything that pertains to, you know, or is it not?
So once again, they're blackmailing. And they're blackmailing for Bitcoin, so it makes Bitcoin look bad.
It does. It does.
They're also blackmailing some of the people that were listed in the letters, saying that their names could be redacted from
Yes. Oh, you don't want your name to be in there, even though it was in there? Well, we can do something. So
they're also being blackmailed for Bitcoin as well. I couldn't find out how much Bitcoin they're asking for.
There was a lot of there was a lot of words like ransom and blackmail and hacking, but there was no dollar amounts. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but that's a lot of people they're trying to just, yes.
So what do you think on this one?
Well, they suck. I mean, that's not, you know me. I think that if you really think that you have information and things that benefit, you know, the mass majority of people that, you know, well, then you just let it out into the world.
Yeah, but what if they ask for the Bitcoin and then release it anyways?
See, yeah, that's yes.
I mean, everybody needs to get paid. I mean, those computers and all that time they put in to make it happen didn't just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, but I don't know. No, I don't. I mean,
you got to fund the fight.
I don't like that they're. I don't know. I don't like that they're using Bitcoin like that. Like it's not even because quite honestly, dude, throw up this sounds horrible, but throw up a donation or something and take Bitcoin, and I mean, you're still getting paid.
I'm just trying to play the opposite side here, but you know what I mean. Like you have to fund the fight. So is it really bad for the guerrillas to go and steal from the government to fight their guerrilla war?
I mean, I think they're douchebags, but you know, it is what it is.
It's always a matter of opinion there,
I mean,
right?
They could be thinking they're doing you know, a great justice.
I mean, Bitcoin doesn't care.
No. That is the awesome thing about Bitcoin is it really does not care what you are using it for and why you want it. Just, you know, you can get it.
You know, the reason why it's a amazing currency without third parties to interrupt. Nothing can prevent you from receiving a Bitcoin transaction. Nothing can prevent you from sending a Bitcoin transaction.
I know, right? Like, remember how many times like my stupid like debit card got declined and stuff for no reason, and it'd be like, I have money on there. Like, what's going on?
I always hate it when you go to the gas pump and for some reason it messes up and declines.
Yes, when you hit credit
and it puts a $75 hold on it, and it takes like a whole week to get that $75 back. It's like, I didn't even get any gas.
You told me no. Yes, like I mean, it is. I don't like that. Yes, everybody can, like all the bad people can, but in the same aspect, that's the way it's supposed to be.
So what do we have going on in the chat?
Annie Anderson says, let the chips fall where they may.
If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, please go ahead and pile them up in the chat. That's one of the main reasons we're here, right? We like to make the show very interactive, Samantha.
Yeah, I like talking to people.
I mean, it's one of the best parts of the show. I know that there's a lot of other YouTubers out there. I know that there's a lot of different places you could get and go for information. But pretty much the main reason that we're here is to let you know what our 2 cents is. And to let you know that we have a free email help desk service at eugeneforest20@gmail.com. You can also come follow me on Twitter and send me messages there. A lot of people like to use that as a way to be able to interact with me. And I have no problem answering questions there. We're also on a lot of the other different social media platforms that are tied to the new cryptocurrencies like Tribe and Steam and Minds. So if you don't mind, please come on over there, like, share, comment, do all that good stuff, because collecting these lesser cryptocurrencies is a great way to help out the channel without taking anything out of your pocket. If you have that extra Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, there's donational addresses down below. That helps fund the channel. That's what pays for cameras and mics and wires. We do need 2 new mics. Apparently the last one broke. So that sucks. But of course, we'd rather have you guys give a little bit to the tally fund because we think of that as a carbon offset. Of course, anything donated to the channel goes to the channel. There is no profit in any of this for us. We are a nonprofit type of Bitcoin awareness. organization here. And if anyone's looking to come out here, join us, talk about Bitcoin, we're always looking for somebody to get out here. We don't necessarily look for the programmers or the creators of ICOs. We want the average everyday person, because Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer currency, and I'm one peer and you're my other peer. So I want to talk to you about Bitcoin, why you're in it, what keeps you in it, and what your like end goals are. What's your big picture on the situation? If there's something else you want to talk about or market while you're out here, I'm okay with that, as long as you will talk a little Bitcoin with me too. Anything else, Samantha?
No.
Of course, we're always out here Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8 a.m., right?
Yes.
We're working to see if we can't figure out something to make a 4th episode.
The man is soul-sucking us quite a lot recently.
I know. With this, like, it is dark here by what? 6:30?
Oh, now, I mean, it was 5 and 5:30, like right before, yes, the solstice. It is ridiculous. I mean, so far, we have yet to get home without it being almost dark right off the bat. And I mean, it's dark before we leave. It's awesome. It's a lot of dark.
It's a lot of dark. I leave to work in the dark. I get home in the dark. I only see the sun on my breaks for 15 minutes.
I know, and that's really weird. We all look like mole people, like freezing and coming out. No, the sun!
So what do we got going on in the chat? Anything at all? Did anybody come up with any questions? Anything that anybody wanted to talk about? Oh, I don't want to let you guys go today. I'm off. I want to hang out with
Oh my God, the turkey
Monday.
again.
But I know you guys got things to do, money to be made, people to go talk to and entertain, families, of course. As always, you guys, go out there, have a great day, keep your BTC safe.
Bye, guys.
Thank you guys for everything.